Victoria says I can have a lot of favorite watches, but this really is one of my absolute favorites, the Jaeger Lecoultre Master Control Perpetual Calendar, coming up. Fresh from the showcase at SwissWatchExpo, we've got what is truly one of my favorite watches. This is the Jaeger Lecoultre Master Control Perpetual Calendar in 18 karat yellow gold. And this is just all around one of the greatest watches I think that's ever been made. It's a 37 millimeter diameter, so it fits really well on the wrist. It's a thin watch. It's a little less than 10 millimeters thick. So even for those of you with a smaller wrist out there, it's gonna look great on the wrist. But just the symmetry of the dial. I love some symmetrical dials and the way they've arranged the subdials. And I think the movement really stands out on this watch. But just from an aesthetic point of view, it has an opaline dial. That means it's not like a sunburst dial. It's not guilloche with the engravings. It's really sort of if you look at it with a loop, it's almost like a grainy silver look, but it has a beautiful sheen when you turn it in the light. The subdials at 9 and 3 and 12 are sort of snailed, so that gives you a little bit of contrast from the rest of the dial. And the markers and hands, they just classic JLC. They did a great job with them. They have a little bit of contrast because one facet of the Dolphin hand is high polish and the other facet is sandblasted. So you get some differentiation there that makes it real easy to read in just about any kind of light. Now, when you're looking at this watch, it does have a high polished bezel on the edge of the case. The lugs are a little bit downturned, which makes it very easy to wear. The deployant buckle is the second generation JLC deployant buckle with the sandblasted inner. It's a machined buckle. It's very nice and got a good gold weight. It's real easy to open and close. So those are the things as far as kind of daily living with it. But this movement is the showstopper. So it's part of the Master Control series, the 1,000 hours of testing, which if you do the math on it, I think that's about 41 or 42 days they've tested this thing. It's way beyond what the COSC does, 15 days and nights for a certified chronometer. And the way they have made this movement, not only is it an automatic winding, but they've made it where it's adjustable to 6 different positions. So normally for a chronometer, for it to be adjusted with tight enough specificity to be able to pass the chronometer test of -4 to +6 seconds a day and 3 different temperatures and 5 different positions, they have to be adjustable to 5 positions. JLC's just gone over the top with this 6 positions. I don't even know what the 6th one is. Maybe it's another dimension or something. But what this watch does at its heart, it is a perpetual calendar. Penny reminds me to explain the difference between annual calendar and perpetual. The difference is, okay, so on a day-date watch, you have the day of the week and the date of the month. So it might say like Sunday the 13th. On a annual calendar, it's going to also know the month and which months have 30 days and which have 31. So if you're at the end of June, it will automatically jump to the 1st instead of the 31st at the end of the month, since it knows that June only has 30 days. Now, a perpetual calendar takes it a step further. It knows what year it is and what cycle of the leap year we're in, so that it can automatically adjust for you. This one goes even a step beyond that. It has the moon phases as well. And you'd think that would all be really complicated. Jonathan and I were talking about this yesterday, that if you get your hands on the wrong perpetual calendar watch and you mess up the date, it can actually be about a $2,000 repair to fix the date, because you could sort of invent any combination of day of the week, date of the month, year, cycle of the leap year, and moon phases. It gets really complicated. It's real easy to mess it up. Not so on this watch. One of the coolest things about this watch, not only is it a great price point, it's frankly the value proposition for a perpetual calendar watch. But the way this works, they've taken the perpetual calendar module from their stable mates at Richemont, IWC, and modified it for it to fit the Master Control series watch from JLC. They've separated the crown, which is to wind the movement and set the time, from the actuator to set all of the other functions of the watch. It's just this one button right here. And it's so easy because it is locked in, mechanically programmed with the year, which is currently showing 22 up here, the month, the day of the week, and the moon phases. They all progress together. So all you do, if your watch stops, because you haven't been wearing it for a few days, you don't own a watch winder, you think it's fun to play with your watches like I do, you pick it up, 4 days later, you wind the watch, you set the time, and then you just push this button 4 times to move it ahead 4 days, and you'll see everything move together. The day of the week, the day of the month, the moon phases, everything moves together because it's locked in. Now there's, from what I've read, about 128 years of moon phases being correct before there would need to be a correction. And there's going to be a correction to the Gregorian calendar in the year 2100. It'll need to be moved ahead 1 day. Now, here in 2022, I don't expect to be around in 2100. That's going to be somebody else's problem. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of watchmakers in 2100 doing this advancement because virtually all the perpetual calendar watches that we look at have this problem where they're going to need to be bumped ahead 1 day in 2100. So, to me, this is one of the best perpetual calendar watches because you can't mess it up. You can't inadvertently rearrange the day and the day of the week and end up with a $2,000 repair on your hands. And yet it's one of the best prices I've ever seen for a perpetual calendar watch. 38 millimeters, great size, really nice and thin, beautiful design, excellent execution. Probably should be a lot more expensive than it is. But right now, while we've got it in stock, you should search and let us know. Give us a call if you're interested in adding this one to your collection. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and give us a call here at Swiss Watch Expo.